know, body vest, not the best one, but holds, it has molly, so.
I would put mine out one weighs too much.
Yeah, you have to
do it. I'll make a separate video.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed since I made it.
Well, I guess we'll just start from the bottom and work our way to the top of what they are.
Or do you want to just do your guns first?
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, just do your guns first.
Alright, well, I'll start off with my sidearm. This is the one I run the most. I got it in the trade from Johnny, actually. It's the
I can't see anything right now.
WE High Kappa, the split slide version.
Slides to tune. It's got a few upgrades in it.
Yeah, it's got a garter, hop-up bucking, and it's tuned to have really smooth slide.
It's smooth as butter.
Yeah, and it still has the same problems as any other High Kappa. The left safety's not the best.
Oh, by the way, for next upgrade, let's get a new loading nozzle for the garter loading nozzle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it came with the extended mag well out of the box. Came with a split slide out of the box.
Yeah.
Just a really good sidearm if you're looking for one that's, not a Glock.
That
And you can upgrade heavily. It's a good option.
The pistol that children up to
And and really the only other gun I have here that's mine is the Echo One SOF 2. Now, this gun has been customized with about, $150, $200 worth of parts, Lonex motor, brand new Matrix CNC gears, 18-1. I wouldn't really recommend that because it's not really meant for speed, or it's meant for torque.
It's in between speed and torque.
It's really meant. It's a durable gun. It's built for durability.
No, I wouldn't say it's more like between speed and torque.
Yeah.
Because 13.2 is the average basis.
Yeah. This is the model.
Yeah,
like it pretty much is the Lancer Tactical / JG clone, but it does have the Echo One trademarks, and it does have a better quality control, in my opinion. But if it was up to me, I would say get the JG version and then just do the upgrades because there's barely anything stock that's in the gearbox.
What was in it was we had the 18-1 CNC Matrix gears. We had the Lonex A1 motor, I think. I forgot what motor. The Lonex something. It's the one that's between high speed and torque, but I think it's just ratioed out. And then we had I think it was. Did we ever buy the SHS piston?
Yeah, it has the SHS.
Yeah, the SHS blue piston, Swiss cheese, AOE's been done to it, and then we also got a new cylinder head by Matrix, the pink one. It's a really good piston head. It's got the bearings on it. It already had ball bearing spring guide installed, and it had bearings. I actually put in my own bearings in because the ones they had in was kind of a bitch to work with. And what else? Yeah, and it's been tuned from double gear to motor and based off from there.
I guess to wrap up the guns that I have is I sold this one to Johnny actually, but
I need to get a.
It's a Tactical Force TF11. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not the best because it's it doesn't have the best range. It's meant for CQB, but the CQB place we play at, it does not allow
CQB about.
No, it goes 310.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not the best in my opinion. You can't use it in an RCQB field, and it doesn't really have the range unless you want to use the backup. But it's kind of cumbersome that way because you're kind of lugging it around.
But
it does work. It works really good. It's not very accurate because the barrel's about that long, and it's not the best. It was only $80, but really what this thing is for is when you put it on full auto, and you make children cry. Yeah, it's just a fun gun to use. If you have the money, I wouldn't run it as your main backup. I'd say, get a good pistol first and then start experimenting with this gun.
It's just more like a novelty.
Well, I guess I'll let you take over, I guess. What's yours?
Yeah. Alright, since the last time we've done videos, I've went through basically I had a Roni Kit G18C Gen 3 custom that I built. It had a Angel Custom nozzle that I was experimenting with that just got released. It had the garter barrel inside. Yeah.
Guess you're going to segue on to the block.
What else? I used that during the AK, when I had that AK-74U. I traded away for a new G18 right after the Roni Kit trade happened. I picked up another G18 very same day. So I got the Gen 4. It doesn't have the upgrades in it yet, other than, what was it? I bought more. I keep buying those garter buckings. I go through them like no tomorrow. But it had Angel Custom springs inside. I don't have the barrel yet and the new nozzle, so I don't use it. but I done my own highlighting to it. I got the large back strap on it. I got the new loading nozzle spring. It's a 130%. I also have a return spring guide spring where it's also a 130%, but I don't have it in right now. That's just about it. But yeah, the Gen 3 I traded away. It had the garter barrel, the Angel Custom G17 nozzle, because I didn't buy, because it was unexpected on the store of what happened, because it was a random, because I bought the Roni kit with it, so it gave you a random Glock, basically. So it came with a random Glock, so I just bought the 17, so in case if I came with an 18, I could mod it somehow. But yeah, and so, so I have this with 4 mags, and I traded away my AK for it, and a M9 that I had, a Cutlass M9 that I got for $50. And then over here, I just got my Scar Heavy. It's a Gen 1. It's the old school version where it does not have the FN trades. I had to refurbish it like on the inside, and it's still not the way I want it, but I mean, at least I got it to finally work. And honestly, I think I like the D-Boy design better, even though it's got wires in the back. I don't have a problem with that. It never pinches for me, but I can work on it without having to put all the crap on it back together, where I would have to put the stock and the receiver back together if I want to even test fire this thing. Not to mention the selector switch is such a pain to work on compared to this one. Overall, I like this one a lot more, but this one's also badass.
So what's that one, the brand? You said it was a D-Boy clone, but...
Oh, this one's an Echo 1 clone, or not an Echo 1. It's made by Echo 1. It's the, Scar, it's the Echo 1 Scar L. This is the VSC Scar H, and I just love Scar, so I had to get both. When I bought my Scar L, it never had a front sight for my friend. Well, I got in trade, so my boy Chris got me a new front sight, and I have these green pins because I don't have any other ones, so I gotta replace that whenever I feel like it. But so far in here, I just have a Matrix 3000 motor that I just use in all my guns. I swap them out, and then what was it? A Classic Army high-speed gear set in here. Shammed AOE's been done to it. What else? I have bearings. I think it's 8mm or 7mm ring. I think it was 7mm. That's about it. That's all I can remember. I just opened up if it is, and I already forgot. But in my Scar L, I have, well, it's an Echo 1 Scar L. It has a GMP ball bearings, GMP white piston head, short stroke 4 teeth, I think. It shoots like 300 FPS. I don't really care about that because I was playing it for TAA, which is 300 max. What was it? What else? I don't remember what the gear sets were. I think they were just XYPs. If not, they were... I don't remember. Oh, they were Classic Army. They were Classic Army gear set. There was a Matrix 2000 motor in here, but I took that out and I put it in here for now because this thing's not working because it shot at a really high rate of fire. So I burned out my wires like 4 times. 4 times. I burned out the wires. So I got a new pair of wires. I'm just too lazy to open it up because I'm really tired of working on guns. I've been doing it all week for 4 weeks.
I'll start to slide some of these out.
Yeah, I didn't really like. It's not mine, and I accidentally broke something from it. The charging handle. I accidentally cracked it on the dummy piston, but I'm gonna fix that for him because you know it's the right thing to do. But yeah, we just got it. He traded away an Elite Force tack for it, and my $40, but I got paid back today, so it's all good. Yeah, we haven't shot it currently or anything yet, just because for one, I gotta change it to Dean's, like all my guns are. They're all connected to Dean's, and it's large Tamiyas, which is who uses large Tamiyas?
Yeah.
No one uses large Tamiyas.
I mean, but you should wire your guns to Dean's anyway.
Dean's are just better. Yeah, we don't have a clue. It's just like 450, I believe.
It's not extremely difficult. It's just.
And then this used to be Jimmy's CSR, but it's mine now. Well, after I finish paying him off. It's a $280 gun. Real sword clone. Don't worry, this mag is broken. I just leave it for dummy. It's just a dummy mag. It's basically broken. I have my GMP Aimpoint Comp M4 type replica on there. I have a PEC box on there because there's a side mount on here. The previous owner chopped down the barrel to make it shorter, which I prefer, and he added a side rail to it too. I don't think there's really any other upgrades in it actually.
Well, you just quick show up of the PEC box, I guess.
Yeah. Oh boy. I've been trying to get a sniper rifle anyway, but here we go. I like to engrave anything that has engravings. I like to fill it in with crayon or wax or whatever. But yeah. And it's the Red Star CSR. I don't know if y'all can see it, but you know. we're trying to work on a new filming setup. We haven't done a video in
I
forever.
guess we'll end with the best one, but
And
do that
then
one for now.
we have my Ferrari of my base guns. I basically, this used to be, this took a year to build basically, just because I'm always broke and I never had time for it. But this was going to be like a speed gun, but basically it used to be a SEMA, the one licensed by Software. It's got the Colt trademarks on the side. I did the engravings over here. I bought a G4 a few weeks ago. A G4, what was it? G4A1. It came with a Noveski rail. It was built off a top deck gearbox and then a combat machine body. So basically, I don't want to touch the insides anymore, just because of how nicely it shoots. But I'm gonna go inside first. Inside, it has a what was it? I had a mod gearbox fit in here, but it was a G&G top tech pneumatic blowback gearbox. I had to disable the pneumatic system to make it fit in the body, but I'm going to buy a new gearbox. I'm going to build off the G4 eventually. But yeah, it's just solely that gearbox, a new cylinder. I redid the shimming on it. What else? I added a new piston, did the AOE and everything to it, just to tune it up. So most of it's stock. Inside there's a Matrix 3000 motor, and then I just built the body because I don't want to touch the insides until it breaks. So basically, I have a CTR stock on here. What was it? Okay, the CTR stock, the SEMA body, the Tango down grip from the FG4, a trigger happy grip, just because I'm gonna patent my own design of my new grip design.
Oh,
Hawk Industries. You hear it first. If you hear anyone holding the gun like this, and they call it Hawk Industries, that's trademark. That's mine now. All right, that's my shit. Yeah. So I got a GMP ambidextrous magazine catch because I'm left-handed, and being left-handed sucks by a margin. Trigger happy trigger guard. The Noveski Riz, basically. I don't know what the full term is, but they just call it's just a Noveski rail system, and I love this rail system beyond imagine. I prefer it more than key mod rails. It's got sling mounts on the side, and it's just really neat because on this side it's slanted, and on this side it isn't, but it has the quick detach sling mount. I got my Real Steel AFG2 on here. I have a Noveski flash hider. I'm going to get barrel shims on here so I can get it perfectly aligned up with the trademarks. And then just your run-of-the-mill flip-up sights. Yeah, and then I have a Firefield red dot sight on here, which I just got at the store. It's like $40. Really well, actually, though. I really like it. I usually have another tan ladder hand grip on it, just like over here, but it's on my scar until they can take it off. Because it shoots at 450 FPS right now, and I can't take it to our field because it shoots a little too hot, which I'm going to work on probably this weekend. Just told myself I was going to the gun, but now I have to. I was running a 601 Mad Bull tight bore aluminum aircraft one, but it shot 470 with it, so I had to replace it out and put in a shorter barrel so I can run my Novesk and everything. Still shoots too hot, so I'm going to cut the spring or at least do something with it. What else? Oh, and for my hop-up unit, I have a GMP hop-up unit with a Mad Bull red bucking with the fish bone, it's basically the H-nub. The H-nub inside, and just I think a 300 millimeter, what was it, 300 millimeter barrel? It's basically like a 605, 300 millimeter barrel, or maybe like 280. It's pretty short, not that long. And that's about it, I think.
I guess, yeah, we'll move that and then talk
briefly about the run life of ours.
We'll wrap this one up.
And it's got a really good rate of fire too on it.